Taurus, welcome to your mid-August general love reading check-in. This is your girl, Mermaid Scales Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me here. This is a general love tarot reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or any other strong placement for the sign of Taurus. This is a general love reading, so please keep that in mind. To only take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't for someone who really needs to hear these messages. And of course, hi cross-watchers, you're very welcome here if you're interested in a Taurus. Who wouldn't be? I like to remind Taurus and cross-watchers that energy is fluid, and this simply means you may feel like I'm describing a certain situation in the reading where you may feel the roles are flipped or reversed. That's completely okay. You're more than welcome to use your own discretion to flip those roles if that resonates with your specific situation the best. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this reading started. I like to start off my readings by doing a mini meditation to clear and set the energy, but if you don't have time for that and you're here for the card pull only, I completely understand. Go ahead and check out the pinned comment below with all the timestamps. For those of you here with me now, thank you so much for joining me. It really does help me connect to your energy by doing this. So I'm going to ask everyone to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to ring this sound bowl 3 times, and during that time, I just want you to open up your energy, to ask the questions you have in regards to your love life, and we'll see what Spirit has to say. So let's go ahead and take that deep breath in. And tune into the energy of Taurus. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and see what Spirit has to say for you guys for August 2025 for this mid-month check-in. And for this reading, I am tuning into an energy in and around your psychic field of someone that has romantic feelings or intentions towards you right now in this moment, whether you are single or taken, whether you're currently in a connection with this energy or in separation with this energy. Let's see what's going on, who wants to come through, and why are they coming through for your reading today. So we have the Runner. Fear of intimacy, running away, intensity and letting go, turmoil and fleeting. So this is someone who feel maybe they ran from you, maybe they feel like you're the runner, but this is someone that just isn't ready for commitment or has, you know, some of you guys, I wonder if you hit something that they were unprepared to see, unprepared to feel, and instead of kind of putting their grown-up pants on, they decided to just try to run away from it. And that could be the person that is now wanting to come through your reading to tell you some things that they couldn't tell you face to face. I am seeing someone with like 2 N's in their name, like Anna or Brandon, first, middle, last name, whatever it is. Someone could also be into health and fitness, may go on runs, like to go on hikes. I do see a bridge that, like, it could be a famous bridge, you know, in the world, but it could be like a bridge more so, like an overpass where some of you guys met, talked to this person before. Let's get a little bit more out of this so far, though. Tell me more about this energy for Taurus. Tell me more about this energy for Taurus. Okay, so then we have meditation. Number 25, I believe Aries also got this card if I'm not mistaken. So if you're dealing with an Aries or if you have strong Aries in your chart, I suggest checking out the Aries reading to see if there's messages for you there. But this is someone who's been contemplating a lot, and I do feel as if there's some sort of embarrassment, guilt, shame in regards to how they left things with you and how they ran from you. I do feel it's been giving them a lot of time to think about this, and even in a way, this person may usually be pretty quick to cut things out. There's something about you and your energy that's still staying and is still resonating within. And I do feel maybe that's some sort of message from the universe about this and about how they left things with you and what was right and what was wrong with it. But they've definitely been thinking a lot about you despite how things ended, despite them. I don't know if they even went as far as ghosting you, stopped reaching out, unfollowed you, or just, yeah, ended things. And I think they didn't give you the whole truth. I definitely feel that way. But regardless, I think because of all this, it's making them think a lot. Tell me more about this energy for Taurus. What does this person want to say to Taurus? Look at that. I hate how I treated you. So yeah, they definitely are fully aware that the way they handled things was not their brightest moment, that you really didn't deserve that, however they ended things with you. And that they think about it every day, I want to say, as far as why they did it, if they did it in a just way, if there were things that they could go back and change. I do feel a lot of regret here. I do feel a lot of embarrassment and shame here, Taurus. So if you've been wondering if they ever like felt bad about it, absolutely they have, and they still do. And that's why they want to come through in this reading for you. So let's go ahead and pull the tarot and get more specific here. And with the tarot, I'm going to ask, how do they feel about you right now? What do they think of you? What do they like about you? What do they not like about you? What do they like about the connection they have with you currently? And what do they not like about it? And what are their highest hopes and deepest fears in regards to this connection with you, Taurus? What are they really hoping is going to happen and unfold between the two of you? And what are they afraid of? Wow. Okay. I think you're going to be surprised to see some of these messages come through here. Because it really, yeah. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Cups. Sorry, guys, I have to censor these for YouTube community guidelines. Scorpio energy. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. You could have strong Scorpio in your chart. But wow, talk about regrets. Talk about wishing they could have done things differently. Talk about shame, grief. They definitely feel as if, you know what I'm kind of feeling here? Is that they worked at this a lot to get you to open up or to pursue you. And then when they had it and then they started to feel things deeply, it triggered something in them. And that's when they had to say, I'm out. But it was really immature. It was really selfish. And it left you wondering what you did wrong. And I'm looking at all this. I don't feel like you did anything wrong, Taurus. I feel as if you mirrored something to them, or you showed something to them, or you made them feel a certain way that they were not prepared to feel. But this whole time, no matter how long it's been, I do feel, maybe even since May, maybe even around your birthday, they've felt heavy about this. They felt upset by this. They felt like they've been carrying this. And honestly, if they haven't reached out to you, and if they don't reach out to you, I think they're too embarrassed to. I don't know if they would know how to show up and to approach you and to talk to you after what happened and how they left things. So how they feel about you right now is the Nine of Wands, Sagittarius energy. They feel like they have to keep their distance out of respect. They feel as if you wouldn't even want to hear from them if they were to reach out. They feel like they've hurt you, and all that they can really do is watch you from afar, whether that is, you know, ask people about you or see your social media. Even if you block them, they found access. I don't know how. Fake accounts, friends account, I don't know. Someone could also have naturally red hair. And to say naturally, maybe it's not red currently and someone dyes it, but naturally maybe it's like red or a hint of red, like brownish red, strawberry blonde. But anyway, with this Nine of Wands, they feel as if your heart space is guarded against them. And I don't think they blame you for that. And I think they do know why. But also, again, whatever that was, whatever it, we'll get into it. If it was like intimacy, if it was vulnerability that they were really unprepared for, they feel now that they still have to guard themselves against that. I don't know, maybe they convinced themselves they were going to be single forever. They were never going to, you know, fall in love. I don't know. And something happened that contradicted that. And that's why they feel defensive. And that's why they felt the need to put themselves on guard here. Someone could be into sewing or knitting or has a talent in that. What they think about this connection, think about you as the lovers. And this is where I was like, okay. Gemini energy, Taurus energy for me as a reader. They think that now looking back at this, that they may have messed up on an opportunity with someone who would have really been down for them, who would really cared for them, someone that understood them, even when they didn't want to be understood, someone that really understood mind, body, and soul, the depth of this person, but you saw that too soon. And for whatever reason, due to different frequencies, due to unawareness, they did not want to be too exposed in that. They may have felt like they felt like it was too soon, I guess. And the intensity and the level of feelings that were brought up hit them a lot harder than what they wanted it to be. And the last time you saw them was when they felt this. I don't know what happened, if it was like a sleepover, if it was a kiss, if it was a night of making love. And that's maybe where it confused you too, because it felt like really good and really strong that you know, had a good date or whatever it was, and then they were gone. There's something that you hit there. And, you know, thinking about it now, maybe they feel like they're faced with a choice as far as, should I reach out or should I stay back? They feel like they should stay back, but it's still, you're still in their mind. They still think of you all the time. And you, honestly, they think you didn't deserve that. They think you deserve someone that will cherish you, will love you, and will not treat you the way that they did. They really do wish they could do things differently and made a better choice. Whether that helps or not, I don't know. What they like the most about you is judgment. Fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. I also feel Scorpio energy with this card, so you could have those signs as your rising or moon. You are someone that popped up in their life for a reason, and I think they do believe that. Whether there's like, you know, they're spiritual themselves and they think it's like, you know, a karmic opening, awakening, or I don't know. But they do feel as if you have opened their eyes to something about themselves that they wouldn't have seen, or feel like they wouldn't have seen, unless they had this connection with you. And you are someone that they have not found hard to forget. You are someone that still resonates very strongly in their psyche, and you keep popping up. You, like, signs of you, your name, your favorite song, your birthday keeps on getting in their awareness, and they're constantly reminded of you. And I think although they did not have the ability to be vulnerable or intimate, they admire you for being vulnerable and intimate. And I think that's something, again, that even if you felt like that was your flaw in this, it really wasn't. It was just something that showed them the lack that they had within themselves. And it took having whatever happened between the two of you for them to really see that and realize that. What they don't like about you, King of Pentacles, Taurus energy. I wonder if some of you have like multiple Taurus placements, but I feel with this different messages for some of you guys. Definitely, I wonder if there was a little bit of a stubbornness as far as getting someone to commit, or getting someone to at least say if they wanted a commitment or not, and kind of feeling that pressure. Because I do feel you're looking for something that is more serious than just a booty call. I think you're looking for someone that could be a partner to be devoted to. And I do feel they felt that pressure from you, whether that's what you were trying to do or not. That's how they perceived it. I also feel with the King of Pentacles, there could have been, you may like really nice things and good quality things, and they may have felt like they couldn't provide you that, and maybe that made them feel insecure in some way. I wonder with the King of Pentacles too, that again, if commitment was the main thing here, that was something that they convinced themselves that they couldn't give to you. And the fact that it would still pop up in conversation and they would try to dodge it I think is something they didn't like about you on your end. And someone may pay a lot. And again, I'm just the messenger. If it's not your message, don't worry about it. But someone may pay a lot to, you know, get their hair done, to have cosmetic procedures that they find unnecessary. And that your like natural handsomeness, state of beauty is actually way more attractive. I'll just throw that out there. What they like the most about this connection is the 10 of Cups. And again, this is where I'm like, this person they have to be the type of people that like sabotage good things in their life, because there has to be some sort of unconscious knowing that they don't deserve it. And I wonder if there's someone that grew up in a troubled home that may have had like a lot of fighting, arguing, cheating. They didn't really have that example of what a healthy love looked like. And so when they were with you, there was a taste of that, of what like true devotion was, love was, loyalty was, that they didn't ever know how to take that or handle that, because I don't think they were ever shown that. Not that it's an excuse. Pisces energy. And I think when that kind of hit, and for them to maybe have grown up the way they did, or you know, see their friends' relationships go so bad, they didn't want to get lost in the thought of actually wanting to try this out and be committed and to try to give this a go, because of either like a failed relationship that they saw, or maybe even they had one of their own. Maybe they thought they had a 10 of Cups with someone from the past, a marriage, long-term person that it didn't work out with, and they didn't want to put themselves through that again. But with you, they may have thought it could have been possible, but there was a part of their wound or their ego that did not allow them to explore that further. They loved being at your home too, hanging out at your home, kicking it at your home, making food, watching, you know, a series, binge watching a series together, I'm seeing. Staying in bed. They miss that. But what they don't like about this connection is the 4 of Swords. But they know they did this to themselves. Libra energy. I feel at the very least they thought that if this, you know, didn't work out and the way things were left, that you guys could at least still kind of be friendly or friends. But I feel like you've kind of really cut them out, or really have not shown them that you're interested in being friends with them. And they're pretty upset by that, although I think they're not surprised by it. With the 4 of Swords, they've been feeling really lonely at this time. And even if they were the type of people that would get into another relationship or connection, and even if they have been experimenting it doesn't feel as deep as it did with you. And so I feel like they haven't been able to find someone that had the same type of the Lovers, the 10 of Cups, judgment, curiosity, and understanding that you brought to the table. And it feels a little lackluster compared to you, honestly, Taurus. So they don't like the fact that they feel really alone now, and that they treated the person that could have made them feel very happy and loved and respected is now kind of gone. And I mean gone. Like, I don't think you reached out to this person or made initiative to even contact this person. I wonder if you went no contact with this person, blocked them. Highest hopes, 8 of Cups. Pisces energy. And I can see this going 2 ways. For one way I could see this going is that, like, if they can't have you and they know that there's no chance, that they could still try to distance themselves and try to one day finally get over it, to no longer hold on to the guilt or the shame, the embarrassment, the what ifs, I should haves. That's a highly likely thing I'm seeing here. But, you know, another thing I'm seeing is that, you know, one day when the ice melts a little bit, you guys will be able to kind of talk it out and hash it out and They can explain why they detached. They can explain why they ran away, why they weren't ready for what you brought up within them that made them feel like they had to leave, or that they had to go, or that they couldn't stay in this. But it's been haunting them, Taurus. I feel like it's really been haunting them to this day. And maybe they're hoping you won't haunt them anymore one day, or what they decided and how they handled this. But they do think about you, I would say, every day, if not every other day. Deepest fears is the Three of Pentacles. Capricorn energy. This is interesting. You know, also with the Eight of Cups, like if there is no opportunity or chance, especially if you have Four of Swords, they're afraid of seeing you happy with someone else, even though they know you deserve it. I think it would bother them. I think it would give them, you know, I could have been that person for Taurus if I didn't act the way I did, if I didn't handle it the way I did. And maybe that's why they're allowing this to kind of fizzle out and even not try to get in contact with you if you have blocked them, because they wouldn't be able to see you moving on with someone else if you have. And if you have and they've heard about it, they really are hearing about or seeing on social media that you guys are really off to a good start, and they just wish it could have been them. If you work with this person, or if you're in the same industry as this person, they may be afraid of running into you because of that, or having to work on a project with you for that. Just a side note for some of you guys. All right, Taurus. To see the likely outcome of this situation, what is likely to happen and unfold from now to the end of the month, you need to be aware of, know about. Is there anything else I can tell you about this person, this situation? So with whatever happens, you make the best decision for yourself. We're going to go ahead and take this to Patreon for the extended reading. I'm going to overturn this card here to show you the likely outcome. Pull some more tarot oracle cards, just dive deeper into this. So if you guys really felt this was your reading, I promise there'll be more answers and clarity for you in the extended reading. And if you'd like to join me for the extended, open up the description box of this video and you will find the link to Patreon that will take you to the extended reading. But if this is where we depart, Taurus, I really hope that this has given you the clarity you're looking for, that this gave you the insight, healing, and guidance by watching this. And if it has, please let me know. Drop a comment below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I love you, Taurus, very much, and I'll see you next time. Take care, Taurus.